Hello guys, good day and then welcome back to this channel once again. In today's video, we are going to learn how to solve linear inequalities and how to represent the truth set of these inequalities on a number line. Now basically when you talk about linear inequalities, they are numerical statements which involves one of these. You can either have a less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. Now in solving linear inequalities, we are going to approach them the same way we approach linear equations, only that we are going to represent our solution on a number line. So without wasting much time, let's take our first example. Example 1. Find the truth set of 3x plus 2 greater than or equal to 11 and illustrate your answer on the number line. Find the truth set of the inequality 3x plus 2 is greater or equal to 11 and illustrate your answer on the number line. So let's solve this question together. So we have the inequality 3x plus 2 is greater or equal to 11. Now in solving this inequality, we are going to consider the inequality sign as an equal to sign. So we are going to solve this like the way we solve any linear equation. Now we are going to transpose 2 to the right hand side. Okay, so we have 3x is greater or equal to 11 minus 2. And then we have 3x is greater or equal to 11 minus 2 is 9. And then we divide through by 3. And then we have x is greater or equal to 3. So this is how to solve linear inequalities. Now we are asked to find the truth set. Therefore, the truth set of the inequality is x is such that x is greater or equal to 3. X is such that x is greater or equal to 3. And then we are asked to illustrate our answer on the number line. So let's represent our answer on the number line. So we have this number line here, and then we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. We are going to indicate 3 on the number line, and here we have the inequality sign to be greater or equal to, so we are going to represent that with a shaded circle. And then because it is greater or equal to 3, we are going to move in this direction. Now this direction consists of numbers that are greater than 3, so we have 4, 5, 6, and so on and so forth. So if you have x is greater or equal to 3, then that is how the representation on the number line is going to be like. Now if you have the inequality sign to be less than or greater than, then we are going to represent that with an open circle on the number line. And then if you have the inequality sign to be less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, you are going to represent that with a shaded circle. So note the difference. If you have less than or greater than, you are going to represent that with an open circle. And then if you have less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, you are going to represent that with a shaded circle. So this is how to solve or find the truth set of a linear inequality, and also illustrating your answer on the number line. Now let's move on to the second question. For this question also, we are going to find the truth set of 1 over 3 times x plus 2 is greater than 1 over 4 times x minus 1, and we are going to represent our answer on the number line. Now in this inequality, we have a fraction. So the first thing that we are going to do is to do away with the fraction. So we have the inequality 1 over 3 times x plus 2 is greater than 1 over 4 times x minus 1. Now the LCM between 3 and then 4 is 12. So to do away with the fractions, we need to multiply each of the terms in the linear inequality by 12. So we have 12 times 1 over 3 times x plus 2 is greater than 12 times 1 over 4 times x minus 1. By this, we can cancel out. So 3 goes here once into 12 4 times. So we have 4 times x plus 2 is greater than 4 goes here once into 12 3 times. And then here we have 3 times x minus 1. Now we can multiply across. So we have 4 times x. This is 4x. 4 times 2 is 8. Greater than 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 1, we have negative 3. Now we are going to transpose 3x to the left hand side. We have 4x minus 3x is greater than negative 3 minus 8. So x is greater than negative 11. Therefore, the truth set of the inequality is x is such that x is greater than negative 11. Now we are going to represent our answer on the number line. So this is the number line. We have negative 11, negative 10, negative 9, negative 8, negative 7, and so on and so forth. We have negative 12 here. Because it is greater than, we have an open circle, and then we have x greater than negative 11. Now numbers greater than negative 11 are on the right hand side. So negative 10, negative 9, negative 8, negative 7, all these are numbers greater than negative 11. So we are going to move in this direction. So this is how to represent the truth set x is such that x is greater than negative 11 on the number line. Now let's move on and solve some more examples. Now let's solve example 3. Solve the inequality 3 times x minus 1 is less than or equal to 1 over 2 times x plus 1 minus 6, where x has elements negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, and then 3. So we have the inequality 3 times x minus 1 is less than or equal to 1 over 2 times x plus 1 minus 6. Now for this question, we have a fraction here. So we need to do away with the fraction. So to do away with the fraction, we are going to multiply each term of the linear inequality by 2. So we have 2 times 3 times x minus 1 is less than or equal to 2 times 1 over 2 times x plus 1 minus 2 times 6. So we are going to have 2 times 3 is 6. So 6 times x minus 1 is less than or equal to 2 cancels out 2. We have 1 times x plus 1, which is the same as x plus 1, minus 2 times 6 is 12. So this becomes 6x minus 6 is less than or equal to x. Now 1 minus 12 is negative 11. Now we are going to transpose x to the left hand side. So we have 6x minus x is less than or equal to negative 11 plus 6. This becomes 5x is less than or equal to negative 5. And then we divide through by 5. We have x is less than or equal to negative 1. Now let's come back to set x. We said that set x has elements negative 3, negative 2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and then 3. However, for the truth set of the inequality, we had x is less than or equal to -1. Now, numbers less than or equal to -1 are -1, -2, and then -3. Therefore, the truth set of this inequality, the truth set of the inequality is x is such that x is equal to -3, -2, and -1. So for example 4, we are going to solve the inequality 1/5 times 2 minus x plus 1 is less than 1/2 times 3x minus 4, and we are going to represent our solution on the number line. We have 1/5 times 2 minus x plus 1 is less than 1/2 times 3x minus 4. Now we have the denominators to be 2 and then 5, and so we need to find the LCM and then multiply each term of the linear inequality by the LCM. Now the LCM between 5 and 2 is 10, so we multiply each of the terms by 10. So we have 10 times 1/5 times 2 minus x plus 10 times 1 is less than 10 times 1/2 times 3x minus 4. 5 goes here once, here 2 times. So we have 2 times 2 minus x plus 10 times 1 is 10 is less than 2 goes here once, and then here 5 times. So we have 5 times 3x minus 4. We multiply 2 by 2, we have 4. 2 times -x, we have -2x plus 10 is less than 5 times 3x is 15x, and then we have 5 times 4, which is 20. So this becomes 4 plus 10 is 14. So we have 14 minus 2x is less than 15x minus 20. We transpose 15x to the left hand side. We have -2x minus 15x is less than -20 minus 14. So this becomes -17x is less than -34. Now we divide through by -17. Now whenever you divide through by a negative value, the inequality sign changes. Here we had less than, so when we divide through by -17, it's going to change to be greater than 2. So we have x is greater than 2. Therefore, the truth set of the inequality is x is such that x is greater than 2. So let's represent this on the number line. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. So this is 2 on the number line. Because it is greater than, we are going to represent that with an open circle, and then numbers greater than 2 are found on the right hand side. So we are going to move in this direction. Now let's move ahead and solve some questions on double inequalities. So for double inequalities, like the name suggests, there are 2 inequalities in the question. Now let's move on to solve this question. Question 1. Find the truth set of the inequality -2 is less than x minus 3 is less than 5, and represent your solution on the number line. Now because we have 2 inequalities, we are going to split them. So we are going to find a set of values of x that satisfies both -2 is less than x minus 3 and x minus 3 is less than 5 simultaneously. So first of all, let's deal with the first one. We have -2 is less than x minus 3. We are going to transpose -3 to the left hand side. We have -2 plus 3 is less than x, and this gives us 1 is less than x. So we have x is greater than 1. And then for x minus 3 is less than 5, we transpose -3 to the right hand side. We have x is less than 5 plus 3. We have x is less than 8. Now we are going to combine the two so that we have 1 is less than x is less than 8. Therefore, the truth set of the inequality is x is such that 1 is less than x is less than 8. So this is our solution set or our truth set, and then we are going to represent this on the number line. So we have the number line. Let's indicate 1 through to 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. So this is 1, and then this is 8. Because we have less than, we are going to represent that with open circles. So let's join the two circles. Now what this primarily means is that our truth set is found between the two numbers 1 and then 8. So we have x is such that 1 is less than x is less than 8. So for example 2, find the truth set of -2 is less than 1/5 times 2x minus 4 is less than or equal to 2, and represent your answer on the number line. So like we did in the previous example, we are going to find a set of values of x that satisfies -2 is less than 1/5 times 2x minus 4, and then 1/5 times 2x minus 4 is less than or equal to 2, and then we are going to do that simultaneously. So we have -2 is less than 1/5 times 2x minus 4. Now because we have a fraction, we need to do away with the fraction. So we are going to multiply each of the terms by 5. So we have times 5 and then times 5. Now this becomes -10 is less than 5 cancels out 5, and then we are left with 2x minus 4. We transpose -4 to the left hand side. We have -10 plus 4 is less than 2x. This becomes -6. We divide through by 2, and then we have -3 is less than x, or better still, x is greater than -3. And for the second part, we have 1/5 times 2x minus 4 is less than or equal to 2. So for this also, we multiply by 5 and then by 5, and then 5 cancels out 5. We have 2x minus 4 is less than or equal to 10. We transpose -4 to the right hand side. We have 2x is less than or equal to 10 plus 4. 2x is less than or equal to 14. We divide through by 2, we have x is less than or equal to 7. Now combining the two solutions, we have -3 is less than x is less than or equal to 7. Therefore, the truth set of the inequality is x is such that -3 is less than x is less than or equal to 7. Now representing our solution on the number line, this is -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Less than, so we have an open circle. Less than or equal to, we have a shaded circle. So we join the two circles, and then the solution set lies between these two values, -3 and then 7. However, 7 is inclusive. 7 is part of the solution, and then -3 is not part of the solution. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.